Hello friends, my name is Shobit and today we will discuss about polymorphism and method overloading. Polymorphism is often asked in Java interview questions and candidates are expected to have a good knowledge about it. Polymorphism is the ability of an object to take on many forms. Polymorphism is about changing the implementation functionality of a specific method across various types, which all have the same base type. Polymorphism is a programming language feature that allows values of different data types to be handled using a uniform interface. The concept of parametric polymorphism applies to both data types and functions. A function that can evaluate to be applied to values of different types is known as a polymetric function. A data type that can appear to be of a generalized type, that is, a list with elements of attributary type, is designated polymorphic data type like the generalized type from which such a specializations are made. This may seem to be a difficult definition, so we will look at the examples of polymorphism in more detail in next slides. Uh, there are two types of polymorphism basically. One is method overloading in Java. This is an example of compile time of static polymorphism. And the other is method overriding in Java. This is an example of runtime or dynamic polymorphism. So compile time is like if when I type a program, if the compiler complains about something, that is a compile time polymorphism, and runtime is like it is decided where the program is running and you call a method, then overriding happens. So that happens during runtime. So that is runtime polymorphism or dynamic polymorphism. So in this tutorial, we are looking at overloading. So when a class has more than one method with same name, then we call that method is overloaded. The overloaded methods will have different names of arguments or different types of arguments, but name of methods remains same. Compiler checks method signature for duplicate methods or for method overloading. Method signature consists of three things: a method name, number of arguments, and type of arguments. If these three types are same for any two methods in a class, then compiler gives duplicate method error. Compiler first checks method name. If it is same, then it checks number of arguments. If methods differ in number of arguments, then it does not check types of argument. It treats its methods as overloaded. If number of arguments are same, then compiler checks types of arguments. If types of arguments are also the same, then compiler will give duplicate method error. If types of argument are not same, then compiler will treat them as methods are overloaded. For method overloading to be successful, method name must be same and methods must have different number of arguments or different types of arguments. If method names are different, then those methods will be treated as two different methods. So we will look at some examples of polymorphism. Here, let me remove this, minimize this, and let me go to window preferences, and we will go to general editors, and we will make the text larger because it's quite small. So text font it's 10, so I will edit it to 14. Apply. Okay. So now we look at our first example. So this is a class method overloading sample. So this is the first example. So I have a method called method overloaded with no parameters, and then there is a method overloaded with a integer parameter. So these two are overloaded methods. Then I have a third method with double D, as means double is another argument. So it doesn't find difference between, means this is a difference between these two because these two are totally different parameters. And here I have another method with two arguments. One is int I and double D. So till here everything works fine. But now here in this line 5, uh, this thing will not work because duplicate methods compiler is giving me a duplicate method exception here. So this and this are treated same. So you have if the interview asks you if this and this are different, so you confidently have to say that these two methods will be treated as same. And similarly, this method is treated same to this method. So then there is second example of method overloading, in which means there's more details this is the same thing here, same return type as of the above method double D, but here method overloaded duplicate method, so it won't allow duplicate methods even though there is a the functionality of this method is different from this method, still the signature is same. So even the return type is void and the return type is int, still it will be treated as same methods. So compiler will complain about them. So we go to example 3. So there's something like if two methods have same signatures and different return types, then those methods will not be treated as two different methods or method overloaded. For duplication, compiler checks only method signature, not return types. If method signatures is same straight away, it gives duplicate method error. Overloaded methods may have same access modifiers or different access modifiers. It also does not affect method overloading. So here we can see this method and this method signature is the same, but this is different, and this thing you can see it is private, this is protected, so it's allowing all those things. So this is a protected method, this is a public method. So this is an example of how we can overload a method, and this thing is successful. So it depends on the it compares only on this thing. So if these things are, see, all in this example, uh, the number of arguments are different in all the methods. That's why this class will work. Similarly, in this class, uh, you can see there's a void type, there's return type, int type, but it is checking on the basis of the signature of the methods. So all this will work because the signatures are different. Here it is integer, here it is there's nothing here, then there's double here, and there's int I and double D here. So this is how method overloading works in Java. So you can go through this example, you can look up where you can make mistakes, here these two methods are the same even though with different return types. Here they will be treated the same, and compiler will get confused when you call either of these methods from inside the class or outside the class. And similarly in this example, where compiler has problem with these two methods, because even though this is t1 and this is i1, these both methods are treated as same, and these two methods are treated different because of the order of the what we say arguments, these two are different. So maybe initially I said these two are will have problem, but no, these two don't have problem because the order of the arguments are different in these two. So it will be overloaded, but these two will not work together. So that is the end from me for method overloading.